We have with us Pratima Joshi, who is from Shelter Associates based out of Pune. Pratima, thank you for speaking to DD India and taking out time. You were talking about a crucial challenge, which is the gender data gap that is not available for a lot of projects and policies to be implemented that could benefit a lot of women around the world. Tell us about the challenges you faced. You're using modern tech and various mechanisms to fill that gap. Tell us about that.
So when we started out as architects 31 years ago and founded Shelter Associates, the first thing in the first few years that we realized was that data was the missing piece. Cities were clueless about the poor in their cities. So first, it was important to put data in place. When we started doing data, we realized that there was a gender gap because all the data that had anyway been collected earlier, whatever little there was, just covered the men as household heads. Women were just nowhere. The cities were not even aware of the women. And that's where we decided to capture data around women.
How are you capturing that data?
So we do primary data. We don't rely on any secondary sources because there's hardly any secondary source. So we actually have teams within our organization who are data experts. We have a whole GIS team in place. We go door to door. We map each and every house. We map every infrastructure. We run a basic data set through every house and integrate all of that information on a GIS platform. So when you start asking the map a few questions, like how many houses have a toilet, for instance, it immediately gives you visually what are the gaps in sanitation, or what are the gaps in water, or what are the gaps in maybe solid waste management. So we have started collecting data about even menstrual hygiene, capturing how many women are there, who are the widows, the vulnerability aspect is also being captured. And we believe that all of this is going to help the government to actually reach out with all their social schemes